Regular meeting minutes for April 28th, 2026, and the work session minutes for May 5th, 2026. If I can get a motion calling Doñana County employees to support the conditions needed to create safe communities for all residents. If I can get a motion and a second to begin discussion.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Chaparro.
Second?
Second.
I'll take the second from Commissioner Kimball.
Take it.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Neal.
Mr. Chair, Commissioners, this is an amended resolution because there was a resolution that was passed in 2014 by our commissioners at that time that was called a resolution calling for Doñana County employees to support the conditions needed to create safe communities for all residents. So we have amended this resolution because of all of the changes that have occurred since 2014. And those are changes at the state, federal, and local levels, including changes of this board, because I don't know that any of you were here in 2014. So this resolution is really about creating safe environment for people to interact with Doñana County and with our employees. We want to ensure that everyone is being treated equally and fairly. It also has components to it that direct our employees that they are not to assist with immigration enforcement when they are actively working for Doñana County in their positions. And that's, just to be clear, that is not our job. Doñana County employees should not be assisting federal agents in their duties unless there's some sort of a joint task force like we see with the Metro Narcotics Task Force, where those officers are specifically commissioned to assist federal agents in their duties. But otherwise, our employees should not. And so that's sort of the overview of this resolution and the updates to it. It encourages our schools and private businesses to participate, to come up with their own similar sorts of rules for their businesses, but slightly different than what the state and city of Albuquerque are doing. It doesn't require them to. That would require a level of enforcement on our part that would really be impossible. But we have asked them to please look at this and come up with similar rules so that all of our residents can be assured that they can have access to the businesses, to the health care, that sort of thing that they need.
Thank you, Ms. Neal. Requesting this to be, bless you, to go forward, because I know it was already a resolution from 2014. I wanted to make sure we reiterated that to our residents, because we are here as a county to serve our residents. This is not about checking immigration status. This is not, it is truly about making sure that that our residents know that we are here to serve them. They can raise concerns about issues they are seeing. And I go back to during COVID times where a lot of residents, if they were non-essential, stayed home from work. I know there was a lot that were unemployed, but there were a lot of folks that received stimulus checks to help financially. And a lot of the folks that were not, there are a ton of folks here in Doñana County that were not eligible, and they worked through the pandemic. They were almost forced to work through the pandemic, and they were afraid to raise up concerns of health issues, of other things because of retribution. And I want to make clear, my hope is for us to be able to reiterate our current status or what we do and what we don't do. It is not our, as Ms. Neal stated, it's not our role for immigration enforcement. And we need to I was wanting to make sure that we show that Doñana County is a safe space for all residents. It just happened, I know there was a lawsuit that the federal government filed. I know there was kind of the elephant in the room, so I want to address that. And you know, what I see is this federal government just trying to bully local governments. And the timing of it just happened to be coincidental, but I think it's a perfect time for us to be able to join the city of Albuquerque, the city of Las Cruces, and some of our other neighbors to be able to state that the federal government won't bully us into doing this. And I think Doña Ana County also stood up with Sheriff Kim Stewart and rejected Stone Garden funding, several years ago. And so I think it's just very clear this is not we're not going to be the ones doing it's not our purview to do immigration enforcement, and we need to ensure that our residents know that. And I'll finish with one thing is one of the concerns I had was bringing attention to our community centers and our community members by doing this. But hearing directly from our community members to state that we already have, many of our communities already have targets on their backs because of their, where we at, right on here in the borderlands, right next to El Paso, with the people in Chaparral, people in Santa Teresa and Sunland Park and so on. We already know, we've seen ICE come through our neighborhoods. And again, I just want to reiterate, our role our role is not for immigration enforcement. It is here to serve the people of Doña Ana County. So, thank you. Commissioner Chaparro.
Thank you.
For safe communities for all residents. And I think that this is it's absolutely great to see it. I'm excited that we're going to be able to get this to every single county building and facility. And I think it's just great. I really am very supportive. I'm excited to hear that the rest of the board is supportive. And it's to allow residents to feel free and get the help that they need and all the resources that we have. I appreciate Commissioner Kimball's thoughts about HHS as well. I think that's really great, and I think that we see this, and it's good to see this in